Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to Kanon. Last time, Makoto successfully won enough fights for my affection that we are now firmly locked onto Makoto Sawatari's story path. So, we are not going to be doing any more fights for choices until we get to the last choice, which determines if we get a good or a bad ending. At that point, Makoto will have to put in one more fight if she truly wants to earn my love. But for now, we're just going through the story. There are a few choices along the way, but none of them branch into other girls' routes anymore. They're all just do this thing for Makoto. So, let's get going. The next morning, as I'm putting on my shoes at the entrance before leaving, Makoto comes down the stairs just like she did yesterday. I ask her if she wants to leave with me, and she nods. You actually behaved yourself last night. Huh? Well, I suppose the Piro incident kind of got in the way. Yeah, right. Is something wrong? You're not sick, are you? I don't know. I was determined to never forgive you, but I've kind of lost the motivation to keep it up. That's what it means to have learned your lesson. I don't think it's that. But what else could it be? Maybe it has something to do with the memory loss. Yeah, maybe. Once I remember, I might be able to figure out the reason for everything. Then I want you to remember it quickly and realize that this was all just a misunderstanding. It's no misunderstanding. That much I know. Where does such a firm belief come from? For the time being, I'll just be happy if I can sleep peacefully. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. You know, you'd be pretty cute if you stopped with the pranks. What? Seriously? Yeah. Oh, and you've got the mouth of a sailor, so it'd be nice if you didn't talk either. Maybe you could work on your modesty a little. And after that, you can build up a cuter wardrobe and work on your facial expressions a little. You want me to change everything. I guess you're right. Nothing but bones and organs remain after that. Yuichi's such a dick sometimes. It's the same as saying I'm not cute. It's not, and, well, the potential is definitely there. Just don't rush into things so much. To make up for it, I'll call you Makopi from now on. That'll only make me angry. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. After a moment of silence, Makoto, who has been walking ahead, turns around. What time does school end today? We have to prepare for an event today, so classes end in the morning, I believe. Lucky me. I see. What is it? I just asked, is all. What time do you finish work? The time isn't really set. That must be nice. Is it going well? Yeah. I see. You're really trying hard, huh? Yeah. I turn the last corner and part ways with Makoto. Well, that was an exciting day of class. When boarding classes end, I stand in the hallway holding a mop, watching my classmates leave the school. Let's get this over with. Another student on cleaning duty runs past me. I was excited about where to go this afternoon, but now I'm stuck doing this. I feel completely out of motivation. I reluctantly put myself to work. However, I suddenly look down at the school gate from the window and stop again. A girl wearing familiar clothes is standing there, recognizable even from a distance. Makoto. What is she doing there? She seems to be checking the faces of the students as they slowly leave the school. I suppose she's waiting for me. I wonder if she's trying to get something to eat on the way home. Anyway, the wind seems to be strong today. Dust is flying in the schoolyard. Really, it must be cold out there. There is a female student who is also staring at Makoto directly across from me. Perhaps having heard me whispering, she turns around and speaks. Do you, by chance, know her? I don't recognize her. She looks like she's a year younger than me. Who? I ask just to make sure there's no misunderstanding. The girl waiting down by the gate. Yeah. Yeah, I know her. Is she waiting for you? Probably. I'm the only student at this school she knows. Nayuki goes to school here. And she's probably also met Ayu, who comes by in the mornings. Oh wait, Ayu doesn't go to the school. Of course, she knows Nayuki as well. However, they don't seem to get along that well, and as things stand, I can't imagine her waiting for anyone other than me. She looks like a nice girl. She smiles a little. She was so expressionless that even a small smile suddenly brightens her up a lot. Yeah, she's nice all right, but clumsy. I answer and smile, because when I think back on Makoto's clumsiness, it actually is really funny. The girl from the lower year silently walks toward the end of the hallway. When she reaches the stairs, she disappears down them. She didn't say goodbye, so I wait for a while, thinking she might come back, but she never shows up. She doesn't seem to be a bad girl, but she's definitely a strange one with a different vibe from the others. I don't feel guilty at all, but I think I should have at least asked for her name. I take a moment to think about it. Well, maybe we'll meet again. We go to the same school almost every day, so it's hard to believe this will be a one-time only meeting. After cleaning up quickly, I return to the classroom. When I grab my bag and head out to the school gate, I see Makoto standing there in the same position as I did when I looked down from the window earlier. What are you doing here? What am I doing? I'm waiting, that's what. For me? Who else would I be waiting for here? We should go make you some friends then. Wah! When I pull her by the hand and try to move back, Makoto screams and resists. Listen, you're going to need friends, so do your best to make some. No way! I don't even know how to start. You'll be fine. Just go. Thud. I push Makoto's back and have her meet the female students who have come through the school gate. What? What the? A group of 3 female students call out in confusion at the sudden appearance of a girl in casual clothes. However, when they realize that the other girl is younger than them, their expressions immediately soften. Yes? Friends? Friends? Yeah? You want to be friends with us? Makoto looks down and freezes, even though all she had to do was nod. Oh. Then, as if she had reached the limit of her endurance, she lets out her usual moan, turns tail, and runs away. Seriously, what is she doing? I quickly follow suit, passing in front of the stunned female students. Hey, Makoto! Once the school gate is out of sight, I finally catch up with Makoto. Hey, don't get your hackles up, it's just me. When I open my arms, Makoto seems to feel relieved and relaxes her shoulders. Oh. Hey, I'll treat you to a meat bun, so just come with me, okay? Okay. Maybe it was a bad idea to try to introduce her to girls she didn't know. My shallow thinking only ended up getting her hurt. Hoping to both apologize and improve her mood, I treat Makoto to a meat bun in the shopping district. The two of us eat together as we slowly make our way home. Oh, it's snowing! Makoto looks up at the sky. White sprites fall gently onto her bangs. I hope this brings happiness to her as well. I feel pity for Makoto's situation, a situation where she doesn't even know who she is, where her memories don't come back. When I first met her, I was skeptical of the claim that she had lost her memory. However, when I see her go through hardships like the one just now, it's hard, if not impossible, to doubt her. It's cold. She shakes her head like a dog to get the snow off. It's like she's shaking off the happiness that was brought with them, and it's kind of unsettling to watch. Who on earth are you, anyway? I'm Makoto. Makoto. How do you even know that's your name? But it's the only thing I remember. Not that I know if that's what I was called or not. Right? Makoto Sawatari. That name is too good for you. That's not true. It's the perfect name for me. No, if it's you we're talking about, well... I give up on the joke I was going for. If Makoto really isn't Makoto's name, I fear that we'll become strangers as soon as we know that. If it's me we're talking about, what? Nothing. I'm pretty sure Makoto is your real name. That's what I'm saying. Hey, eat your meat bun. If you get too distracted by this conversation, you'll drop it. Ow. She takes the last bite, licks her fingers, and wipes them on the hem of her jacket. I'm back. Welcome back. Naoki is coming out of the kitchen as we reach the entrance. What's for lunch? Makoto asks the question keenly. Omelette rice. Wow, omelette rice. She raises her arms and cheers. Go wash your hands and rinse your mouth. Okay. She nods obediently and runs down the hallway. She really is one of the family, isn't she? Naoki speaks after Makoto is out of sight. That's right. I don't know what changed, but she's been much more attentive than before. It's a good thing, right? You never think, do you, Yuichi? Where did that come from so suddenly? You probably don't know this, but my mother has been working hard on this. What do you mean? See? You're completely clueless. Sorry, but what am I clueless about? I push the issue. But she's been looking for her parents. Huh? Makoto's? Yes. The police are also working on it. But they said they can't find them. Nobody has even filed a missing persons case. That might be the kind of household she ran from. Naoki lowers her eyes and lets out a heavy breath. However, she suddenly turns to face me. Even if her parents are found, my mother plans to keep her here until her memory returns. That's what she told me. and that's why I'm telling you. I see. I keenly feel that I was the only one clueless as to what was going on. Yeah, Aunt Akiko, she seems airy, but she knows what's up. Akiko is also there for her daughter. If Naoki were to go missing, she would be totally heartbroken. I'll have to thank her. Omnibus! Makoto suddenly appears from around the corner and runs straight into the kitchen. So, what were we talking about? All I wanted to say is that you shouldn't forget that she has a family too. Oh, I know that. After finishing lunch, I relax in my room for a while. I don't really have anything to do, but I don't want to waste time being lazy, so I decide to go out. Just as I heave myself up, the door to the room opens. Makoto is the only person I can think of brazen enough to intrude upon me. Yuichi! Yuichi! I hear the voice I expected to hear. How many times do I have to tell you to knock? I look in her direction and warn her, but that warning will probably have been forgotten by tomorrow. I mean, I just warned her yesterday, after all. Let's read comics! She's holding a pile of comics in her hands. Is that really the kind of thing you invite someone to do? What's wrong with it? What's fun about two people reading in silence together? We could show each other interesting scenes while we read. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, what's interesting about reading silently together? Sounds like someone hasn't played Doki Doki Literature Club. That may be fun for you, but it doesn't sound fun to me at all. Sorry, but please read by yourself. Oh, okay. I understand. She nods obediently, turns around, and leaves the room. I'm at 3 yawns so far, 17 minutes in. That does not bode well. She continues to act in a way that makes absolutely no sense. I get ready to go out and leave the room without worrying about it. Makoto comes out of her room, spots me, and hurries over. What is it this time? Let's make paper airplanes and fly them. Paper airplanes? Yeah, paper airplanes. I was trying one by myself just now, but mine didn't fly well. I don't care. Want to make them together? Nah. Oh, okay. I understand. She turns her back to me and heads back to her room. It seems like she's trying to get my attention. I was about to leave, but finding it funny how desperate she is, I decide to go back to my room. Yuichi. After that, Makoto continues to visit my room, suggesting various activities. None of what she suggests interests me. I politely refuse and kill time waiting for the next visit. As I'm eating dinner, I think to myself, what was I doing? I've wasted my day. That night, even after getting into bed, I can't fall asleep and keep tossing and turning. All I wanted to say is that you shouldn't forget that she has a family too. Naoki's words during the day make me feel guilty, and it feels like they are stuck in my head. Makoto Sawatari. I say the name out loud. I wonder if my slumber-like consciousness helped with it any. As if I'm in a dream, I just vaguely look at old memories without any basis for doing so. And I definitely saw it there. That name. That must have been from when we were in elementary school. Makoto Sawatari. I only remember the sound of it. It is colored in subtleties that are both thrilling and painful. It's the name of the woman I was in love with at the time. Is that this girl? This Makoto? No, that doesn't make sense. She must have been 3 or 4 years older than me. It couldn't possibly be the same Makoto who is living with me now. No matter how you look at it, Makoto is 3 or 4 years younger than me. And if they are not the same person, maybe they knew each other at the time? My head is nearing a state of clear awakening. I feel excited that I found a connection between Makoto and me. A woman by the name of Makoto Sawatari. Perhaps Makoto is a friend of that Makoto Sawatari. She may have heard stories about me from her, and she may be mistaking them for her own memories. I have heard that multiple personalities can be formed in this way. No, not really. That's a whole other can of worms. Wait, that doesn't make sense either. Back then, I never spoke a single word to Makoto Sawatari. I'm positive that I was only watching her from afar. And I'm also positive that I never told anyone else about my feelings for her. It's strange that Makoto, a third party, would bring this up from the depths of her memory as a point of contact with me. The only people who know about that... The only one in my room at the time would be... Meow. Bah! I suddenly feel something like a weight on my face, and I jump up. When I turn on the light, I see Piro curled up and sleeping next to my pillow. Hey, Yuichi! Makoto pops in through the door without knocking. Is Piro in here? Right here, like it belongs here. Oh, there you are! She comes in without asking, and sits down on the corner of the bed. You shouldn't sleep here without permission. Wasn't this your doing? What do you mean? Another prank of yours or something? No, the cat just disappeared on me is all. Did you do something to upset it again? I didn't do anything at all. It was warm, so I put Piro up to my belly and went to sleep. You still don't get it, do you? What? Piro seemed cold too, so I thought we could both be warm. Okay. Even if it's warm, you shouldn't try to force the cat to do what you want it to do. I just thought it was a good idea. Hey, Piro, let's go back. Makoto pokes Piro on the cheek. Don't wake it up. I'm all good, so please go back to your room and sleep. Huh? But what about Piro? Piro can sleep here with me. No, I want us to sleep together. Put up with it just for tonight. Well, I'll just sleep here too then. She crawls into bed next to me. Sweet dreams, Piro. Hey, don't make decisions like that on your own. You're seriously thinking of sleeping next to me? Without any reply, Makoto begins to breathe slowly. Ugh. I guess I'll sleep in Makoto's room instead. When I try to crawl out of bed, I feel Makoto's hand grab my pajamas. Hey, Makoto! I start to say, then falter. It's not right for me to wake her up after telling her to let Piro sleep. Then again, this is Makoto we're talking about, so I'd hardly feel guilty. I decide to leave it at that. And then I return to the comfort of my bed. We're like a family, sleeping with Piro in the middle. It looks kind of funny. Alright, and we move on to Wednesday, January 20th.
Oh, Nico.
Oh, my meat bun. Meow. When I wake up to see what all the commotion is about, Makoto, who is still half asleep, is biting Piro's butt. Hey, Makoto, get back to your room already.
Oh?
Ow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whether she understands the situation or not, she gets up and leaves the room. Piro follows her out. They may have mistakenly thought that we would be continuing to sleep like this. I think this because Makoto's steps are so unsteady that it seems like she's going to fall back asleep. That day, too, Makoto and I decide to leave the house together. Ugh, it's so cold. Breathing out a white breath, Makoto rubs her empty hands together. Of course it is. I'd be more worried if it suddenly became so hot that we started sweating. It's small talk. I'm just making small talk. You don't have to be so short with me. She's got me there. Perhaps because we've always been on the verge of war, I seem to be refusing to proceed with any conversation as a conditioned reflex. But Makoto being more straightforward and honest is a good thing. It occurs to me that I've probably been seeking a relationship more like this lately. I think it's going to snow, maybe. Makoto looks up at the sky as if she has regained her composure. Yeah, well, it does nothing but snow here. What? It sounds like you really want to say, it'd be scary if sea urchins started falling from above. You're amazing. She guessed exactly what I decided not to say. You're easy to understand, Yuichi. That's how shallow you are. Yeah, right? When I'm with you, I feel like a total moron, too. You make it sound like I'm the moron, and you're just going along with it. No, the two of us just become more moronic when we're together. Oh, okay. But should I accept that? It's okay, right? It's more fun to be stupid. And it's more precise now than ever. It's hard to find time to be stupid these days. I guess that comment doesn't bother her too much. Makoto hurries ahead, a slight bounce in her steps as she does. I follow suit, widening my stride. The classes drag on, even into the lunch break. I realize that I've missed my opportunity to purchase bread early, so I continue to relax even after class ends. If I get there in the middle of the rush, I'll be jostled by the crowd. I'll be able to buy the same things even if I get there later, so it's really not worth it to rush. To use up more time, I head to the first floor, using the stairs that I usually only take on my way to and from school. I pass a familiar face along the way. Unless there is a student in the school who looks exactly like her, she would definitely be the girl I exchanged a few words with in the hallway after school yesterday. She's all alone again today with no friends. I've been thinking about something since we parted ways yesterday. I've been thinking that she could be friends with Makoto. From the look of things yesterday, she seemed to have a good impression of Makoto, and maybe she wants to make friends as well. So, considering this coincidence to be a blessing in disguise, I call out to her. Hey.
Hi.
Yes? The girl stops and looks back. Ah. She sees my face and lets down her guard a little. What is it? Oh, I was just wondering if you had time to talk. Right now? Yeah, now is fine. I mean, it's lunch, right? I already ate. That's fast. Because I don't eat much. I'm not really sure of the connection between a small meal and eating fast. Seems pretty clear to me, but okay, Yuichi, you do you. Well, in my head, I'm already making plans for what's to come. I see. Why don't we talk in the school cafeteria? I haven't had lunch yet. No, I'm not good with crowds. Okay. Ugh. Ugh, there's the fourth big yawn of the episode. In that case, how about in the courtyard? We can eat in peace there. The courtyard? It's cold, isn't it? It doesn't bother me. Well then, it doesn't bother me either. Okay, let's do it there. Speaking to her again today, I noticed that her answer has an impressive ring to it. And she listens very seriously. That seems like it would encourage people to talk. The more we talk, the more I feel I'll find things to like about her, and I have a very good feeling about that. I'll hurry off to buy some bread, so go ahead and take your time. Okay, but there's really no need for you to rush. I feel happy as I hear that from behind me. I'm confident that she can become good friends with Makoto. I really have a good feeling about it. When I arrive in the courtyard, the girl calls out to me, waving her hand as she does. It's cold here. Are you sure you're okay? I ask again as I approach. Yes. After hearing her answer without any hesitation, I decide not to pursue it any further. Should we sit? We sit down on the edge of the stone steps. It'd be easier for me to talk to you if I knew your name. My name is Nishio Amano. Amano, huh? Since she's in a lower year, I decided to just call her by her last name. I'm Yuichi Aizawa. Okay. You can call me Aizawa or Yuichi or whatever you like. Okay. I'll call you Aizawa then. Sure, whatever is fine. I place a can of oolong tea next to her and unwrap the hand-rolled sushi I bought. Wonder how I should break the ice. I can't just jump straight to the point right off the bat. So we are going to say I only recently transferred here. I recently transferred here. I mean, to this school. I see. Yes, it's been about 2 weeks since I came to this town. It's changed quite a bit then. Did I tell you about me living here a long time ago? No. Then how did you know that? How did you know that I used to live here? You said you're acquainted with that girl, so I just put 2 and 2 together. Huh? This is getting more perplexing by the second. How does knowing her translate to living here in the past? It's entirely possible that we met after I transferred here, and that's actually the case. Is that right? Amano gives a vague reply to my opinion without making any particular objections. My impression of her being mysterious only deepens as I continue the conversation. So that's why I don't have a lot of friends yet. Okay. It's hard to find people as easy as you to talk to. Okay. I bet you have a lot of friends. No, not really. You can't be serious, right? Your first year is already coming to an end. I may have rushed ahead and asked too much. No, I really don't. Before I can correct myself, Amano answers calmly. That's surprising. Maybe you seem hard to approach? You're really easy to speak to, though. I keep talking and try to make her feel better. but it's my fault, so don't worry. Maybe you're not assertive enough.
ええ、知らない
Perhaps.
人は苦手です。
I struggle with people I don't know. Well, pretty much everyone is like that from the start. You just have to try to talk to them.
そうですね。
I suppose so. Fifth big yawn of the morning. I need another drink of my tea. Very pleasant. A question suddenly comes to mind. I didn't even know you until we talked after school yesterday, right? Or maybe we've met before?
いいえ、ないです。
We haven't.
昨日は
I didn't know you
知らない人
until
でした。
yesterday. So, doesn't that mean you can do it if you try?
いえ、
No. What do you mean by that?
それは
I did it
相沢さん
because
があの子と
you
知り合
knew
いだ
that
とおっしゃった
girl.
からです。だから安心
It gave me a sense of relief. She's asked me twice, so I couldn't help but ask her back. I've been wondering for a while now, but do you know her or something?
いえ、
No. There are many things that Amano says that make little to no sense to me. I don't understand her at all. Is she the kind of person who just says strange things that don't make any sense whatsoever? Of course, if that's the case, it may explain why she doesn't have any friends. So let's talk about that girl, Makoto. I finally get to the point.
はい。
Okay. She's extremely shy, or rather, she doesn't open up to others. I see her at home, too, but even though we live together, it doesn't seem like we'll be able to get that close to each other.
はい。
Okay. I guess she's just not cut out for making friends. I think friends are important, especially for girls at that age. It feels like it allows them to talk about their worries. Life is a lot harder when you have to keep it all bottled up. And that's why...
私にあの子の友達に
Are
な
you
るというの
implying
です
that I should be friends with her? Her voice sounds stiff. And I'm surprised by the suddenness of her question. It's so full of anger that it completely changes my impression of the quiet girl I thought she was.
そんな酷なことはないでしょう。
You couldn't possibly be so cruel as to imply that. She continues speaking in the same manner. As if she's looking at something guilty, she stares intently at something buried in the ground below her. I seem to have greatly irritated her, although I have no idea how. And that's why I can't figure out how to respond.
私はあの子とは
I
友
won't
達
be
になりま
friends
せん
with that girl. Amano, you... I finally opened my mouth. There are things that were said earlier that still bother me. You actually do know that girl, don't you?
知りません。
I do not.
それは嘘では
I
ないです
wasn't lying earlier. Then why did you respond as defiantly as you did? It's almost as if you've been convinced of something for a while now.
はい。
Yes,
確信
I
してい
have
ます
been. And what is that?
出会っているはずです。
That
相沢
I've
さん
met you and that girl before. Well, that definitely clears that up. When?
ずっと昔に
A long time ago. She really sounds sure of it. That might be because of her tone, which doesn't show even the slightest bit of hesitation.
でも相沢さんの記憶
But
にはない
you have no memory of that yourself, isn't that right? Hold on, did I misread it? That I've met you and that girl before. Yep.
でも
Nope, that is what it
相沢さ
said.
んの記憶
But you have no memory of that yourself, isn't that right? It is?
当然です。
But that's only
だって
natural.
その時あの子は
I mean, at that time, that girl was The temperature of my body drops. It may have been because of the cold, but it could also have been the feeling of my blood draining out of me. A bad omen, to be sure, if it's the latter. Wait. I stretch out my arm and point my palm toward Amano's face. Okay. Amano does as she's told and stops speaking. Please don't say anything more.
わかりました。
Okay. Amano is the only reason I'm able to remain so calm. What she's trying to say is probably at least enough to keep me confused for a while. If it's Amano speaking, even the misfortunes of her own family are bound to come across as if they're someone else's business. Well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. With me still at a loss for words, Amano stands up without saying anything at all. Just then, the chime sounds as if she'd been waiting for it to do so. I start to regret ever getting involved with this girl. She knows just what to say to get under my skin. If it was just because she was a daydreamer, I wouldn't be all that bad. It wouldn't be all that bad. If that's the reason why she doesn't have any friends, it's an easy enough reason to understand. Things would get messy if I allowed her to stir up Makoto and Mai's relationship with words born of her wild delusions. During my afternoon classes, I twirl my mechanical pencil absent-mindedly. When it's time to leave school, I quickly stuff my textbooks into my bag and leave the classroom, not bed. I wonder if that girl is waiting for me somewhere. Although the anxiety from that crosses my mind, I'm able to make it to the school gate without encountering any familiar faces. Oh, hey, you've been waiting? Just a little, yeah. I meet up with Makoto, who is waiting with her face glowing bright red as usual. Let's go home then. I push Makoto's shoulders and head home from school early. When we return home, Makoto seems to be engrossed in something and doesn't take even a single step out of her room. I suppose that she's still into comics as much as ever. After eating dinner, I watch TV in the living room with Nayuki and Akiko. We take our baths in turns, and all that's left to do is go to bed. Just as I'm under the covers, the door suddenly opens and light from the hallway leaks in. In the shadows is the body of a small girl. Hey, Yuichi. Oh, it's you, Makoto. Yeah. What is it? It's Piro. She's rubbing Piro's head, who she holds against her chest. Piro is flapping its paws in the air as if trying to escape. Piro wants to sleep with you. Can you understand cat talk? Of course I don't. It's just what I think. Well, I really don't mind. Okay then, thanks. She approaches me. Alright. She then crawls in next to me while still holding Piro. What's the matter? Can you not let Piro go because of some kind of adhesive or something? Huh? Why are you crawling under the covers? I mean, I want to sleep with Piro too. So, what you're saying is, Piro wants to sleep with me, you want to sleep with Piro, so that means everyone sleeps together. Yeah. There's not a lot of room, though. I can't help but complain a little. If we all have our own rooms, why do we have to sleep in the same bed? I want to have room in my bed when I sleep. I want to be able to stretch out and roll over. That's fine. Every time you want to do that, I'll just sleep wherever there's space. Do you seriously think you can do that? And besides, we aren't all that far apart in age, so this isn't going to play well. It won't play well? You don't know that expression either. I mean, if people find out that you and I are sleeping together, they'll imagine that we're being indecent. I don't understand. Anyway, just get out of the bed. I'm sleepy. Far too sleepy to walk back to my room. She sinks further under the blanket up to her nose. Sweet dreams. Guess I'll just sleep in your room then. When I lift myself up to leave, my pajama bottoms slide down. Makoto has them in her hands. Oh, sorry. What on earth are you doing? Yuichi, if you go to my room, Kira will go too. Ugh, fine then. Realizing she's not going to give up easily, I crawl back into bed and pull my pajama bottoms back up. Listen, it's only for tonight. I'll go crazy if this becomes routine. Okay. I close my eyes as I listen to Makoto's breathing. I had a hard time falling asleep and think back on some of the things Amano said. We met a long time ago, and the only person who was able to divulge the name Makoto Sawatari was... But that's only natural. I mean, at the time, that girl was... She is... When I turn my head to the side, Makoto's sleeping face is right in front of me. Who on earth are you? I want to know just as much as you do. She opens her eyes slightly. So you're awake. There was another clue. What was it? That hill. I feel like I was up there for a long time. The hill? Yeah. Okay then. Let's go again tomorrow. Yeah. Sweet dreams. I lose myself in the continuation of my dream. Fun days. Forever. I thought we'd be together forever. I just wanted to be together. And when I felt like you'd abandoned me, I became unable to forgive you. I wake up to the sound of a girl's voice. I became unable to forgive you, but... Makoto's small lips are moving. Tears glisten in her eyes, reflecting the moonlight shining through the gap in the curtains. I'll leave it all for tomorrow. Okay. And we are moving on to Thursday, January 21st. I wake up naturally. When I look at the alarm clock, it seems like I still have a little time before I have to get up. I decide to sneak out first, trying not to wake up Makoto, who is still curled up next to me. When I get down to the first floor, I find Akiko busy cooking. You're up early. Please, wake everyone up in a little while. Okay. I had already been planning to do just that. I go back to my room and to wake Makoto up and watch her face as she sleeps for a while. It's like I'm being tickled somewhere deep inside my chest where I can't reach. At the same time, I have this strange feeling that something like a stagnation that had formed deep inside me is coming loose. Trying to identify that feeling, I lose track of time as I gaze at Makoto's sleeping face. There's another yawn. When I see Makoto's figure overlap with another one, I close my eyes and leave the room, without waking her. I'll head out first, Makoto. Hey, wait! There's a lot of noise as Makoto comes running down the stairs after changing her clothes. Hurry it up or I'll leave you behind. The alarm didn't go off this morning. That's because I turned it off when I left the room. It probably did ring and you just stopped it without realizing it. Maybe. That'd be kind of strange, though. She tilts her head and slowly begins to put on her shoes. You should put them on after you get there. If I do that, my socks will be filthy by the time I do. Off we go. We make the usual amount of noise as we leave the house. Are we okay for time? Well, I have enough time to get there without running, but I'm not sure about you. I'm fine too. We walk down the road that is still covered with the snow that had fallen overnight. Makoto deliberately chooses to walk on that snow. That's dangerous. Thud. My advice is just barely too late as Makoto's body slams face first into the ground. What did I tell you? Oh, ow! Are you okay? Makoto gets up and brushes the mud off her face. I help her brush it off as well. Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe you are, but I'm no longer good for time. Huh? You won't make it on time? I will if I hurry. Let's hurry then. You'll just slip again. I'll hurry after we part ways. Are you sure? I'm sure. Oh, sorry. With her face still red, she says that and starts walking. Today, we're going, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. After having that conversation at the last corner, Makoto turns back alone. During lunch break, I pass by that girl. I try my best to pretend not to notice. She doesn't speak to me. Admittedly, we don't have anything to talk about right now. Except for topics that are at a standstill. After school. You're finally here, Yuichi. Makoto is waiting for me at the gate like usual. It's super cold. Sorry. I look up at the sky and see low-hanging clouds gathering together. It looks like it's going to snow. Yeah, it does. But we have to go, right? Yeah. I'll buy you a meat bun on the way home. Ooh. I'm hungry, so let's buy them first. I think about the route. There is probably a convenience store or two along the way. Okay, we'll eat on the way. Yeah. The two of us walk side by side up the path surrounded by trees. Fallen leaves, wet as ever, cover the ground, making our footing unsteady. Thud! There's a tremendous sound, and when I turn around, I see Makoto lying face down in the snow. You really do fall down a lot, huh? Ow! It appears that she managed to save the half-eaten meat bun. She stands up and stuffs her face with it before brushing the dirt off her clothes. Hey, come here. I brush the filth off her coat for her. She's fallen twice today, and the dirt has accumulated to form dark stains. You should put that in the laundry as soon as we get home, okay? Yeah. Okay, this should be fine for now. I let go of her and stand up. Hey. Huh? Can I hang onto your jacket? It'll keep me from falling. Sure. Makoto firmly grabs the hem of my jacket. I then start walking again. When the view opens out, I see that we're in the same place we visited a few days ago. Even though this is just my second time, I wonder why it feels familiar. No, it's not that. It's common ground between Makoto and me. Just like I thought. Even though I can't find my house, I feel like I've been here for a long time. Makoto is staring at my face. I see. That's very strange. Ah! Makoto suddenly runs off. Hey, Makoto! I follow after her. Makoto steps into the bushes and stops in front of a small, empty square. Hey, what is it? Makoto's face stiffens as she stares down at the ground. Her eyes don't see this place. She's looking at a scene from a few years ago. How do I know that just by looking at her? Because I'm facing memories from my past, as if inspired by Amano's words. In other words, I'm beginning to realize that I'd met Makoto before. But I still only have a hunch that this is the case. And because I couldn't help but doubt myself for accepting that, I've just kept denying it. It was an ominous premonition, and it was also the reason why Amano carefully chose her words the way that she did. That's why I created a deep stagnation in the depths of my heart and buried my false delusions there. But now it's no longer a delusion, but a reality. Tears are about to overflow from Makoto's eyes, which shakes me up all the more. Because that is the place where we parted ways that day. Even though she could run now, she just sits in front of me, not trying at all to leave. So, I leave instead. When I turned around, it's like the expressionless eyes of a beast have been staring at me forever. Makoto opens her mouth a little. She looks like she's trying to say something, but is struggling to speak. Did her memory return to her? I wonder what it could be. What part of her memory? Makoto... Pow! Makoto hits me as hard as she can in the face. Hey, where did that come from? I'm not sure. I'm just really pissed off. So just let it go this time. You really think I'll just put up with being beaten for no reason? I get the feeling that something really horrible happened to me here. Her words leave me unable to respond. If such a fantastical story really existed, I probably was the one responsible for it. It's cold. Makoto sighs and lets out a light breath. Yeah. Oh, it's snowing. I look up and see glimmers of white. We should get home before it gets worse. Yeah. We've definitely met before. Yuichi! Yuichi! Knock, knock. My god, she actually knocked. What now? When I answer, the door swings open, and Makoto sticks her head in. Either knock or call to me. You do realize you're making a commotion, don't you? You complain if it's too sudden. You complain if I warn you ahead of time. It's all too much. Why is there no middle ground for you? You fly from one extreme to the other. But hey, never mind all that. I bought a new comic. She rushes into the room and proudly holds up her new comic. So what? Why all the fuss about that? It's got a lot of difficult words in it. She flips through it in front of me. You're just an idiot. Just give it up already. What do you mean? I'm not an idiot at all. Try and read it then. Wait, I have an idea. I don't want to hear it. But you want to read it too, don't you? No, I don't. So I was thinking we'd read it together, and you can read out loud. That's like killing two birds with one stone. She approaches, plops down next to me, and opens the comic. Read it like Mr. Morimoto, please. You haven't listened to a word I've said, have you? I don't want to read the comic you choose, nor do I want to imitate Mr. Morimoto. I have no idea who that is. Why not? Because it's a pain, that's why. But it's not like you're busy. I may not be busy, but there are some things I'd rather be doing than reading comics out loud. Fine. I'll have Akiko read it to me. That catches me by surprise. Didn't you only come to me because everyone else already turned you down? No, I came to you first. I see. So you see me as the most reliable? Considering that, it doesn't feel all that bad. I see you as the least busy. Have Akiko read it to you then. I turn over and face the wall. I'm kidding! Look, Yuichi, this is interesting. Let's read it together. It's kind of funny to see Makoto hurriedly trying to soothe the situation and gauge my mood. Ugh, you're so annoying. Akiko is probably busy making dinner. And I actually am free at the moment. So I reluctantly turn myself around. The two of us lie side by side with our elbows propped up on the floor. You seriously can't read this? All of these words are so difficult. You read the comics I lent you before, so there's no way you can't read this. All of the comics you buy are for kids. Oh no, no matter how you look at it, this is more for kids. Whatever, let's read it until dinner. Oh, alright, I get it. Just don't be so clingy. I can't see it if you're that far away. Don't breathe on my hands like that, it's gross. Stop being so bossy. Hey now, I'm about to start. I don't know who or what Mr. Morimoto is, but I'll assume he sounds like this. Love always happens so suddenly. What the... Is this for girls? Don't interject. Diarrhea always happens so suddenly, too. That's not what's written. That obvious, huh? Even though I was only joking, I find myself gripped by an indescribable feeling. I notice Makoto's small body next to me for the first time. It's exactly the same as it was back then. I'd lie down and read a book, with this girl right by my side. I poke her cheek with my fingertips. What was that for? Nothing. Hurry up and read. Okay. And so, I spend time with Makoto until dinner, occasionally ad-libbing and being yelled at for doing so. Okay, I promise to come for you. And when I do, we can be together. We can get married. Until then, farewell. The end. Aww. What a terrible ending. Can you at least let me savor the ending? What? Weren't you sighing in disappointment just now? Of course I wasn't. Aw, that was incredibly good. I found it really moving. That's because you're still a little brat. They say that marriage is where life goes to die. Remember that. Do you really have to shatter my dreams like that? Well, your ideals are too rigid. I think I should give you a lecture now so that you won't be shocked when reality swims up and bites you. Ugh, I feel bad for whoever decides to marry you. Don't worry, it won't be you. I'd bite off my own tongue if it was. With a huff, she stands up, grabs the comic, and leaves the room. That night, I go to bed and just stare up at the ceiling. It's so dark that I can't even tell how high it is. Even though I'm awake, I feel like I'm in a dream. I've had that feeling ever since I stood on that hill this afternoon, and I feel like I haven't really returned to reality in a long time. It's a very long dream. One day when I was a boy, I rescued a little fox on the hill. I don't know what had happened to it, but it was injured and couldn't run. I treated its wounds and kept it at home until it could run again. I talked to it about various things. We even slept together. We were only together for half a month. That's it. What kind of story can you come up with from that? What had begun at that time? It was just one of those events that passed in an instant. It was nothing at all. But I wasn't dreaming. It was real. Alright. And we're going to knock out one more day for this episode. Friday, January 22nd. And by now, if you've been paying attention, you are probably starting to put together exactly what's going on and who Makoto is. Click. I hit the alarm clock with my hand as it reminds me to wake up. It looks like she slept in her own room last night. I scratch my chest, which feels stuffy from the heat trapped under the blanket, and get out of bed. If the two of us are together for a long time, I'll get used to her being here. And then it'll feel strange when she's not here. Then again, not all that much time has passed. Or maybe it just feels that way when added to what happened in the past. Wake up, Makoto! I bang on the door as I pass by the room, then head down for breakfast. Everyone is having breakfast in silence. It's unusually quiet. Then suddenly, a bang. Huh? There's nothing in Makoto's hands. I dropped my chopsticks. Oh dear, oh dear. I'll wash them off for you. Akiko stands up and takes the chopsticks from Makoto's hand. Sorry. After rinsing them with water, she wipes them lightly with a cloth and returns them to Makoto's hand. It's okay. Just hold them properly when you eat. Alright. Makoto accepts them, but just rolls them around without actually gripping them. What's the matter, Makoto? Oh? She raises her head. If you're not going to eat anymore, I'll have that. No! She spreads her hand protectively over her portion of the side dishes. And when she does, her chopsticks fall to the floor again. What's wrong with you? Oh, sorry, Akiko. Akiko stands up again and retrieves the fallen chopsticks. Akiko?
何
What is it?
スプーンで食べたい
I want to eat with a spoon.
どうして
Why?
箸使え
You
ば
can use chopsticks, can't you?
そうね
Yes, but my hands are getting
手が
tired.
疲れててそう
Oh, alright. Today only
今日だ
then.
けね行儀悪いから
It's bad manners, so don't make a habit of it, okay? Yeah, spoons are bad manners. How dare you use a utensil designed for scooping when eating foods that are efficiently eaten by scooping? You absolute bitch. I can't even look at you right now. How dare you? Ah, water for the throat. Oh, that felt good. Is that actually considered bad manners in Japan? I don't actually know. I won't. Hey, I'm watching over your growth as a parent, but you're turning back into a kid before my very eyes. Are you trying to upset me? God, Yuichi just... Yuichi is so dedicated to just kind of being a dick.
ゆういち
It's not like that, Yuichi. Ugh,
疲れて
I'm
る
so tired today. With the spoon in her hand, she starts poking at the rice, making a clinking, chinking sound as she does. Yes, not clinking, chinking. The well-known English onomatopoeia, chink, apparently. She seems really tired, so I decide not to tease her anymore. Let's get going, Makoto. When I call from the door, Makoto quickly descends the stairs and appears.
行こう
Yeah, let's go! What happened last night? Hmm? Did you stay up late reading comics again?
うん
No, I just slept. Is oversleeping the reason you're not feeling so hot then? Huh? Oh, maybe. You don't know your limits. You need to moderate your behavior. Yeah, okay. Makoto nods obediently. I could tell something was up from the way she's been acting this morning. She has been keeping her spirits up ever since she came to the Manase household, and I guess she doesn't realize that she's mentally exhausted. I give her a light pat on the head as if to loosen up her shoulders. Good luck with your part-time job then. Yeah. We part ways with the school right in front of us. Lunch break. We are standing shoulder to shoulder in the courtyard. After a day, the only thing we have in common is seeing the day thaw. Maybe we actually did meet. That's how I start the conversation.
はい
Yes. Amano replies, expressionless as always. I can't believe how expressionless it is. Responding like that makes it sound like she's suddenly accepted a fact that is hard to believe. But she has accepted it. She's known for a long time. Well, like 3 days. So, does that mean she's not human?
はい
Yeah. So that's how it is. One of the facts I mentioned is now gaining credibility. She's no longer a delusional eccentric, but my sole confidant. I wonder if this Amano girl might have been in contact with Makoto in the past. While I think that, I have a lot of questions to ask first. So, what's with her? Why does she do what she does?
あの子は
She really only came here to see you.
会いに来ただけでしょう。それ以外に
There's nothing else to it.
です。
Meet me, huh? Meet me for what purpose?
会いたかっただけです。
Just to meet you. Amano repeats herself.
今、相沢さん
You're in the midst of a short-lived miracle right now. A miracle. It is certainly a situation that is worthy of words of that magnitude.
そして
And
その奇跡と
by miracle,
一瞬のきら
I
めき
mean a fleeting glimmer.
あの子が自らの命を
A slight
失おうとして
glimmer
手に
gained
入れ
at the
た
price
わずかなきらめき
of her
です
own life.
それを知っていてください。
You must understand that. You mean she was willing to give up her own life to see me for a brief moment?
私はそう思い
I
ます。
believe so. Why would she do that? There is a huge discrepancy between what she is doing and what Amano is telling me now. She didn't appear in front of me with such a harsh fate on her shoulders, with so much determination. She has been more carefree, more easygoing. I wonder how Amano reads the gap in our exchange. She answers like I thought she would.
でもこの奇跡の一
But the
番の
greatest
奇跡は
tragedy of this miracle
それをあの
is
子が
that she
悟
doesn't
っていない
realize
という
it.
ことです。知っていますでしょう。
You must know, right?
あの子は
She doesn't know
何も知らない
anything.
のです。
She must be talking about the memory loss. This girl really seems to know everything. 2 sacrifices are necessary for the miracle to work. Memory and life.
はい。
Yeah. I take a deep breath and do my best to calm myself down.
訪れる別れは
The parting that comes will be as sad as the love you have for her.
悲しいものです。それを覚
You'd
悟
be
しておい
wise
て
to
ください。
prepare yourself for that. What's that supposed to mean? I ask, sensing like a conversation is about to end. But Amano doesn't answer. She stands up silently and waits for the signal to start.
あと一つ。
One more thing. Yeah? I feel relieved that it's continuing.
これ以上私を巻き
Don't
込まない
involve
で
me
く
in
ださい。
this any further. The bell rings just as she says that. Yeah, gonna be hard to focus on classes after lunch, huh? Makoto is standing alone at the school gate, as usual. Are you cold? I put my hand on her cheek. It's flushed, like the cheek of a child, and warmer than my... It's flushed like the cheek of a child, and warmer than my hand.
寒かったけど
It's cold,
寒
but
い方が
the meat buns taste better when it's cold. She says, putting on a brave face on, and then walks on ahead. Meat buns again? I feign surprise and follow after her. While eating steamed meat buns, the 2 of us casually stroll along the shopping district. How does Akiko make a living? Where does her income come from? I'm just realizing I have absolutely no idea how Akiko has an income. Huh. While eating steamed meat buns, the 2 of us casually stroll along the shopping district. Lately, I've been eating nothing but meat buns, so I feel like I'm getting tired of them. However, Makoto doesn't seem to feel that way in the slightest and is stuffing her cheeks in a daze. It's strange that when I look at how much she enjoys them, even the meat buns that I'm tired of appear to be delicious. I bite into the meat bun, expecting it to be the same as usual. And it is. Ow! Makoto, who is walking ahead of me, stops when she realizes we've reached the arcade. She's looking at the photo booths out front. Judging from the posters, it seems that a new model has arrived and high school girls are waiting in a long line. Speaking of which, she was taking pictures by herself the other day. I remember that immediately. I wonder if that photo of her is still stored carefully in her wallet. When I think about it further, it seems to symbolize Makoto, who is always alone, and I can't help but feel gloomy. Hey, Makoto. When I place my hand on her shoulder and call out to her, she reacts sensitively and is suddenly on guard. You don't need to tense up. I mean, you are going to ask me to take a picture with them, aren't you? You want to take one, right? Not like that, though. No matter how obedient she's become, it seems like her contrariness hasn't been fixed. I see. Well, if you want to take a picture, just let me know. I'll go with you. I try to speak with the utmost care. I'll burn any photos I take with you as soon as possible. Makoto curses me and runs off again. Ugh, there's no pleasing her. She walks home at her usual unreasonable pace, walking slowly and then suddenly running. I wish she'd think about me having to match her pace. Today, as usual, after Makoto returns home, she stays in her room. When I pass by the room, I sometimes hear a voice saying, "Ow," from inside, as if she's at a loss. I doubt that she's asleep. And she'd probably have more fun watching TV with everyone. With that in mind, I return to my room. Hey, Yuichi? I hear a voice on the edge of my shallow sleep. Piro wants to sleep with you again. It's okay, right? I asked properly for permission, so I'm coming in. The blanket is lifted, and a small body crawls in next to me. The smell of cat hits my nose. Idiot. He didn't wait for me to respond. I speak without bothering to open my eyes. Oh, you're awake? The truth is that you want to sleep with me, isn't it? Don't be so gross. There's no way I'd ever want to do that. Don't shout it into my ear like that. Fine. Have it your way. It's too troublesome to chase them away, so I leave it at that and turn toward the wall. Then Makoto, who is holding Piro, presses up tightly against my back. Hey. I'm kind of scared. Of what? I don't completely understand it, but when I was sleeping alone, I found myself in a very dark place all by myself. It was pitch black, and I couldn't see anything. I was all alone. You're in the midst of a short-lived miracle right now. And by miracle, I mean a fleeting glimmer. A slight glimmer gained at the price of her own life. Perhaps because she woke me up from my sleep, I suddenly remember Amano's words from earlier in the day. No, it's not because I'm half asleep. It's because I've accepted the fact that I have met Makoto before. That's why the dark dream that Makoto sees will eventually come. It turns out that this is the place Makoto should have been headed to. Makoto must have set out on a journey with that outcome in mind. There is no place for her to return to. Now is everything the end of the line. Makoto doesn't know that. She doesn't know her fate. You're so annoying. I won't complain anymore, so you can just sleep here whenever you want. Are you sure? Yeah. I'd hate to have to only kick you out. Isn't that right, Piro? I flick Piro's nose with my fingertip. The cat replies with a meow. Well then. Okay. Good night. Good night. Makoto closes her eyes, looking relieved. Makoto is frightened, not knowing anything about her situation. I'm starting to feel confused as to whether her lack of memory is a blessing or a curse. When her memory returns, she'll learn that she is not human, that her current life is fleeting. How cruel will that be? But right now, Makoto is not aware of her purpose. Why did she come here? And what did she want to do? If she wants to be with me, she can be. But she's so contrary. I fear she will just waste her time and fade away. I'm the only one of us who is getting anxious. And there we go. We have now learned the secrets, and we move on to Saturday, January 23rd. There are only a few days left in the game. And, yeah. There is going to be one more episode of Kanon coming out. That's gonna be a tough one for me to record, but I'll get through it, and I'll have it ready in a couple days. And yet, I'm still looking forward to it. So thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next one.